Honorable parliamentarians, Prime Minister, distinguished ministers, dear parents and children of Kosovo. Many of you know me, but for those who don't, my name is Ulrike Lunacek. I'm a member of this European Parliament from Austria, and I'm this European Parliament's rapporteur on Kosovo. So a very heartfelt welcome here from the premises of the European Parliament in Brussels to this important conference on early childhood development that you're holding today. It focuses on people in society who don't have a voice in politics. Maybe not even in families sometimes. It's about our children, our grandchildren, but also our sisters, our smaller sisters and brothers. The European heads of state have highlighted the importance of education in reaching the 2020 growth objectives of the European Union. And they have especially stressed the high importance of early childhood development. Kosovo as a country and Kosovo's institutions need to pay more attention to children between birth and 6 years old. And it's about issues such as childcare facilities in rural communities. It's about quality of care in kindergartens. It's about infant feeding practices. And of course, and that's specific to you, it's also about public funding for early childhood development. Who would want to neglect the needs of Kosovo's most needy, the children? And I'm sure none of you, and I address each and every one of you, would want your own children to be undernourished, to be beaten, or to be sexually abused or neglected in any other way. Your country's children will be sitting in your seats here in the Parliament, in the government, or in other institutions in 15, 20, 30 years from now. And they will decide on policies that will affect you when you're older, when you're retired. So it is in your own personal, but also your economic, and of course in your ethical interest to make sure these children who are now babies, children and youngsters get the best care at home and in the educational institutions in your country. But you know the facts. In Kosovo at the moment, over 12% of the population is less than 6 years old. They're this small. And deprivation and poverty are widespread. Kosovo has the highest under 5 mortality rate in Europe. But it has the lowest spending on health per capita. And another factor, youth unemployment, is alarmingly high in your country, at some age levels over 70%. You can change that, and you must change that with our support. Fellow parliamentarians, colleagues in institutions and society, early childhood development, ECD as it is called, must be an integral part of any poverty reduction and development strategy. It is a responsibility that belongs to each and every one of you, each and every one of us. And to Kosovo children, I'd like to say, you're entitled to be well educated, healthy, nourished, and well protected from violence or abuse. So, dear colleagues, you have, as parliamentarians, laid the basis for a good legal institutional framework. It still can be and should be improved. But what mostly needs to be done is implementation. And you know, I've been telling those of you who know me that already a couple of times when we have met. You have to increase access. You have to increase equity for children in educational institutions. You have to improve the quality by organizing training programs. You have to improve visibility through communication strategies. You have to improve development, monitoring, and also evaluation. See what is working and see what is not working and make it better. Dear colleagues, and you should do that because your children, both girls and boys, have the right to a good and healthy and empowering environment so they can thrive in life. And better early childhood development will also enhance Kosovo's economic competitiveness and attractiveness. So what is good for your children is also good for Kosovo's economy. Because healthy children, girls and boys who are courageous and proud of who they are ready and willing to learn when they enter school. Dear parents, dear children, It all starts in your very own home, a family which should be a safe and nurturing place, where parents protect and empower their children. Kosovo's young population is your greatest asset. You have to give them a fair chance. A genuine debate is needed, and it has to be followed by action. Words are not enough. It's the deeds that everybody and your children will judge you by. And of course, it needs money, appropriate funding. Dear friends, early childhood education and care is the foundation for successful lifelong learning. It's the foundation for social integration, for personal development, and also for later employability, to find a job that you like and that you thrive in. And complementing the central role of the family, early childhood development and care has a profound and long-lasting influence which cannot be reached when the children are older. You have to start early, right after birth. So go ahead, do what is necessary to empower all children in your country, so Kosovo will be able to unlock its human potential for everyone and make its European perspective a reality. Good luck, enjoy the conference, and make things come true for you and for your children in Kosovo. Bye-bye.